Today I'm going to be talking about absolute value equations. I'm really excited about this video, and a lot of my students are getting this exact problem on their exams incorrect. So we're going to do similar things, and to help you understand how to get this, there are two solutions, and my students are only getting one solution. So let's first talk about what is absolute value. We're not going to solve this problem, we're just going to do similar ones to help you. So this is a number line, and it's just going to be very, very, very rough, just an approximation. And I'm going to put some numbers up. 1, 2, and 3, -1, -2, and -3. Absolute value is a distance from 0. So absolute value of a number is how far it is from 0. So suppose I have number 2. The absolute value is equal to 2 because it's 2 units from 0. That's all it is. So the absolute value of -2 is also equal to 2 because -2 is 2 units from 0. Suppose we have the absolute value of our variable x is equal to 2. So it's asking what number is 2 units from 0. So the number would be x is equal to -2 and x is equal to 2. So there's two solutions. When x is -2 or x is 2, it's 2 units from 0. Suppose we have the absolute value of 2x is equal to 2. Well, to solve this, either what's inside of this absolute value 2x is equal to 2, or we let 2x equal to -2 because there's two solutions. So in this case, if dividing by 2 on both sides, x is equal to 1. And in this case, dividing 2 on both sides, x is equal to -1. So let's practice some more problems. And suppose in this case that we have the absolute value of x plus 2 is equal to 5. To solve this, either we're going to have two cases, -5, the absolute value of -5 is equal to 5, or the distance from 0, which is 5, could be 5. Because on the number line, we're looking for the two values of x in this equation such that the distance is 5 or -5. Negative distance is 5, 2, 3, 4, 5 from 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so it's kind of rough there. So now watch this. So we take what's inside of the absolute value and set it equal to -5. So x plus 2 is equal to -5. Subtract 2 from both sides. So x is equal to -7. Let's check that. If it's -7 and you add 2, you get -5. Absolute value of -5 is 5, so that works perfectly. In the other case, you let x plus 2, what's inside the absolute value, equal +5. So subtracting 2 from both sides, x is equal to 3. Just check that. 3 plus 2 is 5. Absolute value of 5 is 5. Works perfectly. So our solutions are x is equal to -7 and x is equal to 3. So there we have it. Now let's try another one. Let's try one like this. So let's say the absolute value of 2x plus 3 is equal to 9. So we're going to either let this inside here be -9 or 9 because both of those have a distance of 9 from 0. So 2x plus 3, we're going to let it equal to +9, and we let what's inside that's absolute value, 2x plus 3, equal -9. Solve them separately. 2x is equal to 6. X is equal to 3. Let's check that out. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 3 is 9. Absolute value of 9 is 9. That works. And let's try the other one. Subtract 3 from both sides. 2x is equal to -12. Divide by 2 on both sides. X is equal to -6. And let's check our answer. -6 times 2 is -12, plus 3 is -9. It works. So our solution is x is equal to -6 and x is equal to 3. Let's try another one. Now let's try one a little bit different. Suppose we have the absolute value of x minus 5, this equation. Subtracting 5 is equal to 10. When solving absolute value equations, you must isolate the absolute value first. So that means we're going to add 5 to both sides. So we're going to add 5 and add 5. Therefore, we have the absolute value of x minus 5 is equal to 15. So either this inside of the absolute value sign is negative 15 or positive 15. So x minus 5, we'll let it equal negative 15. Add 5 both sides. So x is equal to negative 10. And the other solution is when we let x minus 5 equal positive 15, add 5 to both sides, and x is equal to 20. So let's check these. If it's negative 10 take away 15 is negative 15. Absolute value of negative 15 is 15. That's true. 20 take away 5 is 15. Absolute value of 15 is 15. There's another way of checking. So I'm going to open up my GeoGebra. I already had it here. Wow. I was using it for a different class earlier. So we're going to do this GeoGebra now. Let me go get it down to here. And I'm using the downloaded version of GeoGebra for this right now because it really works well with the CAS view. So here's the view. We're going to go to CAS and I bring this over and give it some space, open these up. And let's check it this way. There is a built-in function for absolute value. Just write ABS, parentheses, and x minus 5. Roll over minus 5 is equal to 10. Now we're going to go to this one, solve numerically, and it comes out with the two solutions. Let's check our answer. X equals negative 10 and x equals 20. Works out great. That's exciting. One more example today. Okay, so now, suppose we have 5 take away 4 times the absolute value of 2x plus 1 is equal to negative 7. Now remember, to solve an absolute value equation, you have to isolate the absolute value. So I'm going to start with subtracting 5 on both sides. So negative 4 times the absolute value of 2x plus 1 is equal to negative 12. Now, a lot of students think get absolute value, those lines that go straight up and down, mixed up with parentheses, and they distribute the negative 4. That's bad. Don't even listen. That's not good. Don't do that. So you're going to divide both sides by negative 4 at this point because we're isolating the absolute value. So the absolute value of 2x plus 1 is equal to positive 3. Now just another note, you cannot let an absolute value equal a negative number. If it did equal a negative number, there would be no solution because absolute value is how far a number is from 0. The distance, just like distance is always a positive number, I can't say I live 100 miles from Nashua because I can't say I live a negative 100 miles. I could say I live 100, but not negative. It has to be a positive number. Distance is how far this number is from 0. So this absolute value equation says 2x plus 1 is 3 units from 0. So there's two solutions. Let's find the two solutions. X plus 1, 2x plus 1, I'm taking what's inside of the absolute value, letting it equal positive 3, and I'm taking 2x plus 1 and letting it equal negative 3. I'm going to subtract 1 from this side, so 2x is equal to 2. And I've got x equaling 1. And similarly on the other side, I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides. So I have 2x is equal to negative 4. And x is going to equal negative 2. So let's go put these together. So x is equal to negative 2. Ooh, I've got to erase that. I love this eraser. It's really fun. Is equal to negative 2. And x is equal to 1. Let's go check this in GeoGebra. So we're going to put 5 minus 4, and I'm going to put a time sign, ABS, parentheses, 2x plus 1, roll it over, equals negative 7. Then I'm going to do the x equals curve one, solve numerically, and I've got x equal to 2 and x equals 1. So now I showed you how to do these absolute values. They're really fun, and they're super fun to check in GeoGebra. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching.